Hello everyone, welcome back to Fighters channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for supporting me, guys. Popular in the past, British heavyweight David Price is confident that the last fight against Finn Robert Helenius will definitely benefit his compatriot and ex-champion Anthony Joshua, in light of a possible fight against American Deontay Wilder. Recall that on August 12 in London, Joshua knocked out Helenius in the 7th round, and Wilder is going to fight in the winter in Saudi Arabia. After the last fight, I had a better opinion of Joshua's chances against Wilder, Price said. If he had not entered the ring last Saturday, but insisted went strength to Wilder, I would, to tell the truth, not really expect him to win. Perhaps it is even better that this opponent was Helenius and not Dillian Whyte as originally planned, because he is as tall as Wilder. So Joshua showed that he can hit a tall man with a big blow. Of course, he already knew that, but lately he hasn't been very good at it. Joshua has significantly increased his chances. After Saturday night, I think Joshua has significantly increased his chances of doing damage to Wilder, Price believes. You definitely can't write off Anthony Joshua in this fight, because he has something that Wilder doesn't have. It's striking power up close, hitting at short and medium range. In this regard, Wilder will never be compared with Joshua. And most of the heavyweights, if not all of them, too. His uppercut, left and right hooks brought him a lot of tough knockouts in the early stage of his career, and can cause damage to Wilder. In my opinion, you should give preference to Deontay Wilder based on his current form and his carefree attitude. At the same time, we should not forget that he was in 3 grilling fights against Tyson Fury, which could not pass without a trace for him. They could have put the mileage on his odometer. We didn't see evidence of this in Wilder's fight against Helenius, because everything ended there within 1 round. But if there are 3, 4, 6 rounds with AJ, signs of these 3 fights may appear, Price said. Former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua will receive $60 million for a fight against another ex-world champion this weight, Deontay Wilder, which is scheduled to be held in the first quarter of the next year in Saudi Arabia, according to the famous British sports journalist Gareth Davies in his article in the Telegraph dedicated to Joshua's victory over Robert Helenius by knockout in the 7th round. Joshua's promoter Hearn, immediately after the end of the fight, announced that the official announcement of the Joshua Wilder fight is now unavoidable and will take place in the next couple of weeks. And as Davies notes, Saudi Prince Khalid bin Abdulaziz was also present at Joshua's fight in London on August 12, who is behind the idea of Joshua and Wilder's fight. Russian heavyweight boxer Dmitry Kudershov, in an exclusive interview, said that he didn't see any special chances of victory for British Anthony Joshua over Wilder fight. Joshua is a big and strong but more academic boxer. He will have problems with people like Wilder. Let's say Joshua himself is convenient to Wilder because he is an understandable boxer with a classical school, a very high-level boxer but standard. Wilder is completely non-standard and has a very strong punch. Joshua's staff will need to work very hard to neutralize Wilder's right hand. I don't understand what Joshua will do. His mentality will play a huge role, how stable he is. After hitting Wilder, you need to do something, Kudershov said. British promoter Hearn believes that the WBC World Heavyweight Champion Tyson Fury must defeat at least 2 more rivals in order to enter his name into the list of the best heavyweights in history, on a par with Lennox Lewis. According to Hearn, for his legacy, Tyson Fury needs to defeat Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury is a great fighter. To become truly great, you need to defeat all the best fighters of your generation, no matter how you rate AJ, but in the worst case he is in the top 5 heavyweights. At best he is number 3. Fury has to get through these guys. If Tyson doesn't beat Joshua, he won't be able to call himself the great fighter of his generation. Anthony Joshua, if he beats AJ, he'll be on the same level as Lennox Lewis, the functionary said. Hearn gave the team of American Deontay Wilder an ultimatum. Hearn claims that the fate of the fight between his word and Wilder should be decided within the next few weeks. Otherwise, they will begin work on organizing the AJ fight in November or October. If we don't get this fight with Wilder, I don't know. I don't set a time frame, but this one should be decided within 2 to 3 weeks. Otherwise, we will start considering options for November or December, Hearn said. Former world champion Karl Froch strongly disagrees with Anthony Joshua's promoter Eddie Hearn, who is convinced that AJ will defeat Deontay Wilder. Froch believes that after performing in a fight against Robert Helenius, Joshua should not fight Wilder in the next fight. What the fuck, Eddie Hearn said. Look, everyone is doing their job. He has to promote this fight. He has to impress Dazn, but that's bullshit. Joshua's performance was nowhere near good enough to fight Deontay Wilder in the next fight, unless he doesn't mind going to the slaughter for money. The promoter of the former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua Eddie Hearn has no doubt that his words will be able to defeat Deontay Wilder. I am very confident Joshua will beat Deontay Wilder. I like Wilder, and by the way, I think he is a very dangerous heavyweight, but there is not much content in his resume and victories. You know, you're really making AJ a big underdog in this fight. This is a one-round fight. Seriously, so tell me the best victories of Deontay Wilder. I talk about it all the time. The only significant victory in his record is against Luis Ortiz, who won the first fight and won every round in the second, until he was knocked out. Tell me the top 10 scalps of Deontay Wilder like Luis Ortiz. That's it, Hearn said. Eddie Hearn believes that his word is not going to stay in the ring for long. Hearn predicted that the 33-year-old boxer will hang up his gloves on a nail in 2 years. Joshua stated that he doesn't see himself in boxing for another 3-4 years. He has 2 years left, maybe 4 fights. So at this stage, should he really care what people say? I mean, he is being worried about throughout his career. He is giving everything to everyone. He played the perfect game, was the perfect boxing ambassador, tried to become an incredible speaker and asset of British boxing, Hearn said. American coach Teddy Atlas shared his forecast for the fight between former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. Wilder may try to knock Joshua out early. He can fight and punch, and he has a heart, just like Joshua. Both guys used to get up after knockdowns. Deontay suffered a lot in his last 2 fights with Fury, so we don't know what's left of him. Still, I think Wilder has a better chin than Joshua. If he strikes first, it's over. On the other hand, Joshua knows how to counterattack. His temperament is to resist, not to be aggressive. He can catch Wilder, who will go on the attack, or he can make him miss and then counterattack. Wilder will try to catch the opponent with his right hand, Atlas said. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.